Microphone check. 1 2 1 2. This is the Blaze the Lion podcast. I am your host, far from humble. Blaze the Lion. Yes, indeed. This month's theme is DJs. Oh, yes, oh, yes. But before we get into that, right now, whatever you're doing, do me a favor. Actually, I need three favors. Here we go. Favor number one. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a damn friend about the Blaze the Lion podcast. We are live right now on YouTube. All right. Second favor. Click like this episode. All right. This is episode 54. And subscribe to the channel, the Blaze the Lion podcast. All right. And favor three. Wait, there we go. It's terrible. Favorite three. Have fun. All right, have some fun with it. This is not a documentary. This is not a lecture. We just kicking it, man. We here to have fun. I got some special guests right here. We're gonna learn. We're gonna laugh. So enjoy it. Feel free to ask questions to me, the host, or to the guests. Jump in on the discussion. Have fun with it, man. Life is too short. Yes, indeed. Right. So, with all that said, we are right now live on YouTube and on Facebook on Ice Squad TV. Shout out to Ice Squad. Also, if you want to get down with the movement, you love what's going on, and you want to support, you want to give me some of your hard-earned money, guess what? I will take it gladly. All right, we got 3 tiers to be a monthly contributor for as little as 99 cents per month. It's first tier. Second tier is $4.99, and third tier is $9.99. And you get the Blaze the Lion podcast T-shirts, which I'm not wearing mine today because of who our guests are. But you're going to be down with the movement. You get to support what's going on. I'm bringing you this platform to showcase others, all right, from what they're doing in the community, what they're doing around the world. Yes, indeed. So, I want to say welcome. If you're a long-time listener or if you're brand new, welcome either way. Yes. See people in the chat right now. Shout out to Giselle. She got money bags on her mind. Shout out to Country Jenkins. I don't know who that is, but he says you. Shout out to Star Child Social. She also has money on her mind and in her eyes. And one time again for Country Jenkins, shouting out Ice Squad. Yes, indeed. Tonight's guests are some young brothers. I think they're young. They might be older than me. Oh no.
No, I think I'm younger than you.
They look younger than me, but no.
I don't look younger than you, but I'm younger than you.
Tonight's guests, we have two guests tonight. Both of these brothers here rep Ice Squad. Hey, we have that in common. And yes, they are both DJs. They are both dope in their craft, but they are different. They have their own different, unique styles. They have their own different, unique personalities. They have their own look. You have Smoke from the gutter, from the project steps. You know what I'm saying? Ducking from shootouts and all of that. With a bucket of Church's chicken in his. Yeah. And we got Smoove, also from the gutter, from the pissy hallways in New York City. Once again, talented brothers. These are my brothers, for sure. They represent truth. They represent skills. and they love the craft. They love music as a whole, and their contribution to this music scene is vast, is major, but it's nowhere near done. So before I formally introduce these brothers, I just want to tell them thank you for just all they're doing to impact lives in this world, because time's hard and music is that conduit to bring peace, to bring unity, like to bring love. So you all are changing lives, whether you're told this on a regular basis or not. So just remember that. All right, so for tonight's guest, episode 54, we have none other than super celeb DJ Smoove, Dogg. Hey,
Yes, sir. That's me,
welcome to
live
the
in the
pod.
flesh. You already know.
And if that wasn't enough, we also have DJ Smoove, the rough.
How's everyone doing? What's going on? Definitely honored to be, here in the party. Definitely.
Yes, yes, yes. I love it. I love it. So, welcome, welcome. So, we're going to kick back and just have some fun with it.
You
Indeed.
sure?
Yeah.
We good?
No filters, man.
No
Be
filter.
you.
Oh man.
Nah.
Come on. I gotta keep the ice principle, so I gotta keep
Well,
it
yes,
up.
yes, because Pop is watching. Probably.
Now we get DJ Smoke from the club on here.
Uh-oh.
Oh man, it's a whole different party there.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, feel free to give a little snippet of that, but at your discretion. All right.
I got you.
So, yes. So let's get right into this. DJing. What brought you all to the art of DJing? Whoever wants to go first.
I'll go first, man. For me, I really consider myself hip hop. I'm a child of it, and I've went through every single element of it. From MCing to b-boying, graffiti, knowledge of self, DJing, um, all that stuff. And this just happened to really be, I would say, my first iteration of hip hop. When it hit me was with DJing, when I saw that. And from DJing, that's when I, moved into rapping at one point. Then I moved into the dancing part, definitely the fashion part, the art side of it, the graffiti. So I'm, always been involved with music, but these two turntables, I am hip hop. I say that to the core. No matter all the things that I've done in my life, it's come from that foundation. Even my faith. My faith is rooted in, that hip hop mindset and lifestyle. Even me professionally, how I move on the business end is with a mindset from hip hop. So that's how I got started. That was my first bug, was DJing. But I traveled through all the elements. So, to be doing it now full time, that's all I'm doing right now, DJing and music. That's just like full circle. So yeah, it bit me when I was, I want to say 8 or 9, when I
Oh
first
wow.
got bit with the bug. You know what I'm saying? Middle school was when, formed our little crew that we had, and we was performing around the city a little bit. Went to the military. Then when I got out, I was like, yo, I'm gonna really make a run for this. So
Mm,
that's how I got into it, and that's why I'm in it right now.
mm, hmm.
Mm.
Just in that small
Well, that's a good
snippet,
one.
there are so many
That
phases. Mm,
It's
hmm.
mm.
crazy. It really is
Wow.
crazy.
Well, as for me, um, I didn't originally started DJing when I first found out about, like, wanting to do it. I had a passion for music growing up. By the time I was in ninth grade, I knew how to play 12 musical instruments,
Oh wow.
and I just added on. But I remember coming up as a child running on 15th Avenue in Miami, Florida. Um, I remember one day I was outside playing with a couple of my homies, and we all walked up to 15th Avenue because we heard that the big DJ was up there. The big DJ at the time was DJ Uncle Al. And
Mm-hmm.
my homeboy say, man, they say Uncle Al be doing it big, man. He be doing it real big. And I say, man, all right, let's go check it out. We go up there, we see all the ladies' booties everywhere. Like, whoo,
Mhm.
like we came to a stock market. And we messed around and he was on top, on top of a U-Haul truck, big turntables, everything. Wires hanging all the way off the truck going to the speakers, and he had a wall of speakers. And this happened like right in front of Miracles. Miracles is a hot spot in Miami. When you come to Miami, you want you some good hood seafood or something like that. You go to Miracles, and that's where everybody used to go at on the weekends to hang out. And I looked up and seen this man, and it was like, man, wow! It was like watching, when they say watching a master at work, it was like watching a master at work because he was cutting records, and this was when they had real turntables, when they had to bump it with their hip a little bit just to make sure they get it on beat. And he he was so good with it, and that just like blew me away.
Mm.
But I didn't originally, when I seen him, I was like 11 to 12 years old. I took another route to get to DJing. I actually started off as an artist. I was in a rap group um, in high school called The First Family, and we actually got signed to EKG Records, but we never produced nothing, never put nothing out because the whole label went into bankruptcy after they didn't produce nothing with the guy they was trying to push at the time. And
Mm.
yeah, I laid low for a little while. I went to college, and when I came home, I was working at McDonald's. And these guys from 97.7, which is known as Pure Phone DJs, they used to always come in McDonald's. And everybody used to be like, oh, that's the DJ boys, and they gonna come do my party and everything. So in order to try to get to know them, I would start giving them free food. Like when they would come in and order and stuff like that, I'd be like, nah, fellas, don't worry about it, it's on me or whatever. So then one day the dude pulled me aside. He said, man, what you want from me? He say,
Mm.
cause you not giving me free food just to give me free food. You want something. And I say, man, I keep on hearing every time y'all walk in the door, they'll go to DJs. I say, I want that type of attention too. I mean, I get attention as a manager at McDonald's, you know, whatever the case may be. But that's for food. I want them to be hyped because I, know how to make them. So he say, you want to learn how to DJ? I say, man, I love music already. He say, all right, cool. Bring me a CD book and bring me 500 blanks. I said, okay. I went and bought a big case, CD book, bought a big one, big case of the blank CDs. I took it to him. He said, all right, come back and see me in a week. I went back to see him in a week. He said, all right, now this is what I need you to do. I need you to go buy another case just like this and 500 more CDs. I said, all right, cool. I went and gave it to him. He said, come see me in a week. I went and seen him in a week. He say, listen, this is what I need you to do, right? I need you to buy me another case like this, right? And 500 more CDs. I say, man, listen, you trying to make me buy CDs for y'all to sell. I need a CD book so I can DJ, and I want to learn how to DJ. And he was like, all right, cool. Go get you a CD book and bring blank CDs and be up here tomorrow morning, and we going to burn you a fresh book. Okay, cool. Burn me a fresh book. And he was like, okay, cool. We gonna put you with somebody this weekend so you can go and do a party. All of a sudden, the big man was like, "Nah, I don't want no new guys, no new guys." And I'm like, "Man, I do whatever to just chill around y'all so I can learn how to do it." So they wind up putting me on the dance squad. So I wind up being a booty shaker for about a good year, and then they let me DJ, and from there it just left. And that was in my later years. I didn't start really DJing until I was 21. So
Okay.
yeah.
Wow. Both stories very interesting.
Yeah,
Very different. I feel like I didn't even know you all until now.
yeah, man. Yeah.
Wow. But
Huh.
yeah, that's how I got started, man. I gave them dudes 1,000 CDs and 2 cases before I even could burn my own book.
Hmm. Now,
Crazy.
speak about that because artists, DJs, and not just in music, just in general, people start a new business, they get into a new industry, and they feel entitled. They feel that they are dope, and they don't need to pay dues. They don't need to be the apprentice. They don't need to
Mm-mm.
be the intern. How do
Well,
you feel about that?
Yeah. I mean, yo, look. If we
go
want
ahead.
to
Go.
keep
You
it
you want
real
to
and
take over on that one, Smooth, or you want
yeah,
me to take
anyone
off?
that is successful, anyone that's doing anything, how about anything? If you're gonna do anything for a while, like any career, any profession, you gotta put your work in. Yo, there's no such thing in this world where you just instantly get it. You know what I mean? Like, even if you hit the lottery, you still gotta go through some steps to get the money. That's first of all. Then you gotta go through a lot more steps to keep the money. You know what I'm saying? Yo, even in the Bible, yo, God was like, yo, Adam, you're gonna work. You're gonna work for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? So people need to get off of this, like, this crazy mindset. Like, they ain't gonna pay no dues. You know what I'm saying? Like, even people that got money and resources, you still gonna pay dues. You gonna waste a lot of something. You know what I mean? But if we really think about it and keep it 100, and I know I'm getting heated over this, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm sick of seeing it. You want to keep it 100. People have to stop thinking that what they see on social media,
Mm,
there's so much more backstory to one post. You know what I'm saying? They ain't see the bloopers of the video. They didn't see the messed up shots for that one shot that made it on there. Yo,
Hmm.
it takes work and sacrifice, man. That's like whatever anyone does, no matter what. It takes work and sacrifice. But here's the beauty of it. We
Very true.
all can make our own choices on what we want to sacrifice and to work towards. We can all make that choice. That's a beautiful part about it. So if you want to be like super, super successful, you're gonna have to give up a lot. You're gonna have
mm,
to not do a few things. You have to
mm,
do a lot of things. But it's still your choice.
mm,
That's true. I had to pay my dues. I think I paid my dues in a different way because man, I did a lot of hard work, man. Like y'all don't know. Like it's crazy when you going somewhere to do something and you supposed to be over there with that crowd, but you over here with this crowd. But you got to be over here with this crowd for right now just to get over there with that crowd.
mm,
And that's how I kind of felt. But I did it. Along the way, I learned some other things that helped me along the way. I learned how to be patient from that.
mm,
I actually learned how to become a good DJ because the guy who I actually paid attention to and I was following, he was like, the big guy on campus, DJ Toto. Shout out to DJ Toto and G Money. Those were the guys that I followed, and they made me work, man. I would have to unload the whole truck of speakers, like set everything up, run all the wires, and I still didn't DJ. I still had to sit back and watch Toto. So you know,
Yeah, I got a
yeah,
question.
man, you gotta pay dues, some way or another. Sometimes you pay easy dues, sometimes you pay hard dues, but you gotta pay dues.
Gotta pay those.
Yeah, I got a question though for you, Smoke. Though, is that because I'm not from around here. You know what I mean? I'm not from Miami at all. But is that like a rite of passage here? When people got to unload trucks,
Um,
carry speakers and all. I hear that
well,
so much.
I'm not gonna necessarily say it's a rite of passage, but when you first like back in those days, you had to you had like Blaze say is levels to certain things. Back when you got first started, level one was to become a speaker boy. So you toting speakers, you putting them on the truck, you unloading them at the parties, you setting them down. That's first level. Second level, you learn how to hook stuff up, run chords and everything like that. Then the third level is actually DJing. So it's like, yeah, you got to go through that down here. And they don't do it like that no more because now, 9 times out of 10, a lot of DJs are a lot more mobile. So they use more compact equipment. So
Hmm.
now it's just like, hey, I want to DJ. Okay, well, come on, I'm going to teach you. Back then, man, let me tell you something. The man who run Pure Funk, Bo the Lover, he will put you through a boot camp. Do you hear me? He makes sure you physically prepared, mentally prepared, emotionally prepared, but you got to put that work in.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Nowadays, most DJs don't even have crates. Everything is in the laptop.
You right.
Everything
Absolute blessing.
very, very different.
That's a blessing.
It
But
is.
even the greatest, even Jay-Z, even Tupac carried crates, had to pay dues. It didn't matter how talented they were, they still had to pay dues. They had to play the background and just learn and soak it up. So it makes total sense. But nowadays, yes, with social media, they're like, man, I want that. And I want that in 2 months. I want that by this weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And they find their way to get money and they're on. And it's like,
Yeah.
but you haven't learned anything. You don't even.
absolutely. Yeah, I mean,
Man,
that.
I can tell you, listen, all I can say is now it's so much more easier to become anything with the way that technology has advanced our lives. It's easy for you to do anything nowadays. Um, I I look at some of the programs they got on these computers. You push a button and everything fall right in place for you, and then you just go ahead and do what you do and send it where you go send it. A lot of small businesses and everything, online shops have been started within this past 2 years. So, and technology make everything so easy to access and makes everything so obtainable. So you don't really have to do no work. Now you can sit at home and watch a couple YouTube videos, and before you know it, you can go on somebody control deck and be like, "Yeah, I know how to do that," and ain't never touch it. But the minute you touch it, you gonna know what to do with it because you've been sitting there watching YouTube videos all week. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no real work behind it because I don't even watch YouTube videos. I learn how to, I sit there, read the manual for my board, find out what buttons do what, and then I get on it and I start, you know, as they would say, self teaching. You feel me? So I don't like to take the easy way out because then if I take the easy way out, I'm going to continue to keep taking the easy way out. Whether it's from DJing, um, trying to put tracks together, playlists together, I'm always try to take the easy way out of it. The easy way is using the internet, letting them use their mind to put everything in order for you, and I just don't like doing that. I wish we were still on regular turntables like back in the days, but yeah,
Hmm. Yeah, times have changed.
man, times
Times
change.
have changed. And even me as a personal trainer, I used to see these fitness, well, not even fitness. I would see these ladies, and they were models and former porn stars and all this. And they
I bet
become
that was
a
tough.
and they become a personal trainer, and they have all of his clientele, and they're looked upon like fitness gurus. And I'm like, you just started this. You just had that clientele from whatever else you were doing previously. And now you got the book deals, and now you get this, and now you're on TV, and then us trainers who have been in this business 10 years, 15 years, 20 years prior to social media and all this stuff. It's like, yeah.
But you know that's how the game was set up though, cause you know like back in the days when when artists first came out, they was known as the local drug dealers,
Hmm.
and because they had some good product, when people heard they was rapping, you know, it was like, okay, I support his little weed and coke he be selling, but you know, let me check his music out, and then you know you get people to listen to you and give you an ear like that. So it always been about bringing your previous clientele from whatever you was doing before
Hmm.
into your future endeavors. So, you know, I know a couple guys who done started party rental businesses down here who used to be drug dealers.
Yeah.
And everybody who used to purchase drugs from them, now they purchasing tables and chairs from them.
You know, I mean, but I don't think that DJing is easy
Huh?
now. I don't think DJing is easier now, by no means. And the reason why I say that is because the human element of DJing is still the most important thing. It's not about what button to push. It's not about what scratches to do. It's not about the records that get dropped. It's the human element. It's, DJs have a style. And if you can make your style come through without saying a word, but letting whatever you're doing on the turntables kind of emit that style, that's
Hmm.
not easy. That's something that takes a long time. So in the case of the personal trainer, yeah, yo, they may been a a movie star or porn star or whatever, and then they transitioning over to this. But if they establish something that kind of makes sense and that resonates with people, that that takes a lot. You know what I'm saying? My hat goes off to them. I'm not saying that they may be my top 20 or my top 10, but I still have to respect what they have built. And that's what I'm saying. Same with DJs. Even though all this technology is here, if I don't know how to use it to convey the message that I'm trying to give off or the vibe that I'm trying to give off, then this means nothing. It could just sit here, collect dust, and it'll be nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like DJing is harder than ever. And then here's my last point, and I'll stay on the DJing. People now, like the average human being, listens to a ton of music, a
Hmm.
ton of music. So they come to an event, and a DJ has to somehow resonate with every single person that listens to music that is not on primetime radio and make them feel like I had the best time of my life. You can't play every song in the repertoire. You know what I mean? You only got an hour or two or three of the party. So the DJ has to go into his mind and figure out, how am I going to weave this experience together with all this music that I have and know about. You know, I'm from New York. I'm spinning down here in Miami. I can't be rocking New York jams. I gotta be doing what the people want. You know what I'm saying? So before I know what the people want, I gotta go out there and listen. I gotta be like standing in the cut, seeing what people respond to and taking notes. When I'm going to see other DJ, yo, that's not easy, yo. I rocked. I just did an event 3 weeks ago. All I played was like soft like rock, man, like classic rock, and I was killing it. But yo, it took me like 2 weeks. I had to like get freshen up on what's popping in classic rock. You see what I'm saying? So it's not easy, man. I don't think it's easy by no means. Technically, we can do a lot more, but as far as being easy, it's harder. If anybody that want to be a DJ, you're gonna have to pay your dues on the like the mind side. You know what I mean? How you use this stuff. That's not easy. That can sometimes be debilitating. You know, when I learn the most is when I fail the most. That's when I learn the most.
Mm. That part.
That part.
That part. Knowing your audience. As someone who's a speaker as well in Toastmasters, and I've competed and I've won speeches. I've won speech contests, you know, when the audience like, oh my God, like you're so amazing. But then I'll take that same speech and speak it in a different crowd to a different location, and it bombs. And they're like, what is this? What is this about? I didn't get it. So just like Smoove said, he had to do his research prior to that event. You have to know your audience. Now, if you're just playing one location to one circle, maybe, but still, overall, knowing your audience, knowing your venue, and even if you're in the same location, there still may be so many different personalities and so many different crowds in that same location. Because you go to New York, right? And you rock a party in New York and you're playing 90s music, 90s hip hop music in New York, and you killing it. And you go to another venue in New York and they ain't trying to hear old school 90s music. They want what's current. They want the new stuff. And a lot of the New York music now is somewhat drill music, somewhat down south. You know, it's a whole mixture. So you have to do your research.
Definitely.
And that's the professional side of this profession. You know, when this is my formula, and I'm not saying that this is everyone's formula. For every hour that I play a certain genre, it takes me 2 hours at least to prepare for it. So that means that 2 to 3 hours to prepare for it. So that means if I'm doing an event and I'm spending for 4 hours, that means that, you know, man, almost 24 hours. 2 to 4 hours. 24 hours I'm going to spend before that. I'm not saying like a whole day. Right. But collectively, leading up to the event, I know this is my formula that I have to put in the work to get everything ready so I can kill that event. But I also leave room, you know, for, you know, reading the room and all that type of stuff. But I go in there with a pretty good game plan, you know, on what I'm going to do. And it takes me. So if I'm only spending 20 minutes, it's going to take me like 2 hours to get that together. And that's crazy, man. Like, when I learned that, I was like, yo, this is a lot of work, man. I be having to tell my family, like, yo, sorry, but, you know, I got to go and, like, prepare for this thing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. I just can't show up, open up the laptop, and get to going. You know? Yeah, I could do it maybe, but I like to prepare for my stuff. You know, because I want to be ready for anything. I want to be ready to do anybody's party. A Bollywood party, Latino party, you know, straight merengue, you know, 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s. I'm that dude. I will do it. I'll say, yeah, I'll be there. And then I'll kill it. You know what I mean? Because I just know how to study. You know, that's what I've learned how to do. I know how to study and find music. find what's popping. You know what I mean? I know how to do that.
Yeah. On that same note, DJ Smoove, you look ready. You want to give us a little sample? You want to give us a little mix?
Oh,
You know,
me,
I was so not expecting that right now, though.
yeah, I'm
Oh,
finna say, boy, Smooth, you look like you hooked up,
dang.
ready to go.
Let's see. Let's see.
uh,
All right.
Yeah. 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 Wow, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down.
hey.
If I could get if
That
I
was New York style right there.
if I could get my scratches as clean as Smooth scratches is, boy, DJ Khaled better watch out for me.
Oh man, I mean, that's the cool thing about it, man. It's always stuff to learn. Like today, I spent an hour and a half trying to learn a new scratch. I mean, I still ain't get it. I've been working on it for over a year. Still working on it. Still have things to do, and I'm not saying that I do that every event that I do. It's just something that I love to do. It's just I like to show off those type things. But do I use that when I'm like doing a rock event or if I'm opening up for someone? Nah, man. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm
Yeah.
playing my role and doing what I'm supposed to do. When I'm ready to have fun like that, then I'll do it. But not all the time. That's just something that I like to do.
Mhm. With that said, I know they like to put DJs in a box. All right.
Absolutely, definitely.
So, for each of you, is there a certain favorite niche, or what kind of DJ would you call yourself, or what are you referred to overall?
um, I started in the streets doing house parties, um, hood parties and stuff like that. So, um, I would say that I'm more like a street DJ and a club DJ. My style is normally like very upfront. I'm normally playing like a lot of hip hop, a lot of rap, a lot of hardcore rap. So yeah, I would say, but I am definitely into my old school, my '90s groove, '80s, and things like that. But the settings that I'm in right now is majority of house parties and clubs.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Yo, for me, I would just say that I'm a DJ. I could rock a party, rock an event. Doesn't matter what it is. I guess they would call me an open format turntablist if I had to, you had to like formally classify me. I could do the clubs. I could do radio now. I could do gospel. I could do EDM. I could do hip hop. I could do, neo soul, old school, like I said, 70s, classic rock. So I really am that guy that you call when you just want your event, your party to be unique. I'm that guy to call because I just bring just a whole plethora of ideas and magic to the event because I'm there to provide the soundtrack. I'm not there to like be the center stage. I can do that. Don't get me wrong, but I'm there to provide the soundtrack. So you may find me one day of the week I may be on a radio station, and then another day of the week, I'll be playing with a band. Like a live band, an 8-9 piece band. And then another day you'll find me, yeah, I'll be DJing somebody's party in their backyard. And then another day you'll find me I'll be at, Margaritaville in Hollywood, doing one of their events, their New Year's Eve event. So I'm just that guy. Like I take all those things as a challenge. I'm just that guy.
I love it. I love it. I think we just lost Smoke, and I was just about to ask him to do something for me. He shall return. Huh. All right. So, oh, there he goes. He's back. There we go, sir. Welcome back.
My bad, my
So,
bad. My sound had went out for a minute. I had to go out and come back in. My bad.
no worries, no worries. So, for Smoke, you have a distinct sound. Part of the reason why you're a DJ slash artist slash hype man. So, as Smoove gave us a little sample of some of his skills, share that voice, share that excitement when you're on the mic. That
Well,
DJ Smoke voice.
I'm gonna put it like this, y'all. Um, when I get ready to get on that mic, first off, before I even get on the mic, I need a whole pack of candy, and I need a floor where I can stretch out for like 10 minutes, and then
He ain't lying, y'all.
He not
and
lying.
then
Face
and
down.
then after that, I gotta walk around with the serious face a little bit so people will know it's time to get down to business. So when you see me come out the green room, I be like this. And then when I get on the mic, guess what happened, y'all? It turned into this right here. What's really going on, y'all? It's your main man, super celeb DJ Smoke Dogg, and I'm right here with the Ice Squad member himself, Blaze the Lion. It's what we do, y'all. It's Ice Squad, Ice Principle, integrity, character, excellence, all at its finest right here, right now. Yours truly, super celeb DJ Smoke. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Everybody don't have that voice.
Nope.
Man, people used to
Very
tell me,
unique.
people told me that I had a radio voice, and I told them I didn't believe them. And then one of the guys from from the DJ said I was with at the time. They had an underground radio station, so they put me on late night, and yeah, evidently I had the voice. I was the people's choice.
Indeed, indeed. In the chat, Sasha wants to know what kind of candy?
What kind of what?
Candy. What's your
What
candy of
kind of
choice?
candy? uh, I'm like I'm like a Starburst type of guy. I like Starburst. Anything that can give me like that juice feel when I bite into it. So like Starburst, Skittles.
Catch the rainbow, huh?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Starburst, Skittles, chocolate. That's what makes me jump up and down. So if you bring me some chocolate, that means you really want me to show out. Cause chocolate had me bouncing. That's last show I had some chocolate when we did the youth fair, and I mean I was all over the stage.
Yes, you were.
so so
Because I had a boot on and you took over. You was
yeah,
on it.
yeah, definitely, man. I had to do that, but send me about 3 packs of Starburst, and me and you'll be good. Matter of fact, you send me 3 packs of Starburst, and I'm gonna send you a signed autograph. I'm gonna send you a signed autograph Ice Squad shirt.
Oh. Look at that. Well,
I
now she's
make sure I
asking
sign it for you, huh?
what color. Now she's asking, do you have a favorite color? Starburst.
Uh, what color Starburst? I'm a tropical guy because I'm from the Caribbean. My family is from the Bahamas, so I'm a tropical guy. So if you get the tropical, whether Starburst or Skittles, we good. You send them my way. 3 packs of Starburst, tropical, and I got a signed autograph Ice Squad shirt for you.
There you have it. And Sasha just said it's almost that time. Do y'all know what time it is?
What time it is?
Time it is. Time it is.
Y'all know what time it is?
Do you know what time it is? Tell me what time.
Color time. Color time.
Color
Color
time.
time. Hey, hey. It's color time. All right. So, in this segment of the show, this is where I, the host, will give various colors. And you, my guest, will say whatever comes to mind. It can be spiritual. It can be damn near evil. It can be logical. It can be metaphoric. It can be weird. Whatever. There is no right or wrong answer. For example, I may say the color brown. One guest may say, oh, chocolate. Another guest might say dog poop. There is no right or wrong answer. It's whatever comes to your mind
Oh
at that
man.
time. All right.
What's up?
Are you brothers ready?
Ready?
Yo, we ready?
All right. Here we go. First color is for Smoove. This color is royal blue.
Yo, royal blue is what I'm wearing, yo. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not my favorite color. It's one of the hardest ones, but it is the one that pops, you know, when you see it. And that's me. Like, when you see me, you know, like a pop. You like, yo, that dude is going somewhere with this. Like, yo, he royal blue in there.
Word,
Well,
word. No, no,
for
no, no,
me.
no. No, no. You get a totally different color.
Oh wow.
Uh-huh. For you, let's give you something tropical. Let's go with yellow.
Ooh, yellow. Oh man, when I think about yellow, Sasha don't laugh at me. She might laugh. When I think about yellow, I think about daisies. Flowers, the daisy flowers. They're so beautiful. And then I think about my sexy BBWs out there that look like the sun when they put on the yellow dress. I love my BBWs. They put on the yellow. You know that's a sundress. That's a real sundress.
I love it.
One time for the BBWs.
The
Yes,
BBW
sir. Gotta
building.
love them.
Two time, two time. All right, back to Smoove. Here we go. Your second color is let's stay on blue, but let's do a midnight blue.
Woo! Yo, midnight blue is the color of this triangle behind me. But yo, that's the midnight blue is the color of success.
Mm.
That's why I really am feeling midnight blue. I just think of like deep rooted success. Like wouldn't say generational, not that deep, but just meaning like the grind is bringing forth a lot of fruit. So it's like ambassadorship, like royalty. You know what I mean? It's just when you see royal blue, is I mean not royal, but when you see that midnight, it's just deep and stoic and professional. That's what I think.
Mm. All right, all right. Smoke Dog. Your
Mm-hmm.
color is. We're gonna stay with the tropical theme. Let's go with a Hawaiian Pink.
Hawaiian Pink. Hawaiian Pink. When I think about Hawaiian Pink, I think about that's the color that I'm wearing on the next cruise we go on.
Okay.
I was gonna do flamingo pink, but I might soften it up and do some Hawaiian pink. So yeah, I might do that. I'm gonna do Hawaiian pink. Yeah, yeah. Hawaiian pink is a very, it's a beautiful color.
Would you do the Hawaiian Pink with Tims or with loafers?
Ooh. If I'm wearing
Mm.
long pants, I do it with the Tims. Short pants, I do it with the loafers. I want the loafers that had a little buckle theme right across the front, like the kind that used to come out of Payless. My mama used to make me wear those to church. When we couldn't get the hard bottoms, we had to get the loafers. They got the little thing come up in the back on the heel, make it look like the Puerto Rican man shoe. Y'all know the little shoes the Puerto Ricans be wearing. Hey, Papi. Yeah, man, I got my new shoes on, man. I do it, man. Yeah. So yeah, give me some Puerto Rican poppy shoes. If I got some shorts, give me them Puerto Rican poppies. I want the pink ones too that got the black bottom, so the little black could be on the back. You know, it be having the little thing on the back of the heel, and it be like the little ridgy thing.
That's cool.
We going
Y'all,
back.
y'all Google that Puerto Rican poppy shoes. They gonna come up.
I'm sure they will. I don't deny it at all. Going back to Smoove. Final color for Smoove. Hmm. Let's go with a fluorescent white.
Fluorescent white. Oh my goodness. Um, Yo, that's like the unknown. You know what I mean? Like when I think about fluorescent white, I just think about like what's in that direction. You know what I mean? Like that must be the next level, almost
Mhm.
like at the end when you see the bright light, go to the light. But it's like the next level of mystery. That's what I think of.
Hmm.
A white light. And
Hmm.
that's not, I don't know if I want that white light yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ready yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to see that yet. I don't want to be like, I see the bright light and I'm looking around at everybody like, yo, y'all see that? But you don't want to ask because you wondering if that's just for you.
Right?
Be like, yo, wait a minute, that light a little too bright over there.
Like,
Yo,
is
stay
that
away
just for
from
me,
that.
Lord? Yeah. All right. And now back to smoke. Smoke, your final color. Oh, somebody put alien fluorescent white. Hmm.
Mm,
See what I'm saying?
that's a new color there.
Look up, and the next thing you know, you floating like
You
Kanye in the
gone.
That's a new color
middle of
right
the
there.
field,
Yep.
floating with your back down. Like,
ah, hopefully you live to tell about it. Hmm. I hear that aliens are actually pretty nice. They are not like the movies. In case.
well,
All
I don't
right.
want. I don't know. I don't mess with the aliens.
We
Even
shall
though I
see.
think I think an alien came and took me one time, but yeah, that's beyond the point. But come on,
that's
what's my
another
last color?
subject.
We'll get into that next time on the show. All right, smoke the final color. Let's go with a burgundy.
Burgundy.
Hmm.
Um, Burgundy. The year was 2006. Uh, I walked inside of a Foot Locker and I seen some Burgundy Adidas motor sport shoes, and they was Adidas with the bubble gum, the Burgundy with the bubble gum, and I had to have those shoes. And I wanted them so bad that I got them a half size too small just to make sure I had them, because they didn't have them in my size. So when I think of Burgundy, I think about how many times my feet were hurting when I put on them Adidas motocross. That was a size 8.5 instead of a 9.5 like they should have been.
Yeah, it's nothing worse than having hurt feet and shoes that are too small.
Man,
Yeah,
I've been there too.
Everybody's been
man,
there.
my feet was hurting in them things. But I wore them things, and they told somebody lied and said they supposed to be real comfortable. And I was like, I couldn't agree with you. But then again, I couldn't agree with them because I didn't have my size,
Yeah.
and I still wore them too.
They say that they get looser, as you wear them,
Nah, they lied.
but when you got
They
a
lied.
full size smaller,
Listen,
Yeah.
them
Toes
shoes
and
hurt my
crocs.
feet so much. I would only wear them when I knew I was riding in the car with somebody. If I had to be on foot and go somewhere, oh no,
yeah.
no, 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 no. Be
Mm.
walking down the street looking like ancient mammy,
Who's mammy?
ancient mammy.
Oh, like ain't
The
Joe
real,
mammy?
the real black lady that used to be on the movies back in the days, who used to have all the
Ah,
rollers in her head. She used to
ah.
have a real stank walk. You ever want to see me with a stank walk? Buy me some shoes that's too small.
Well, Sasha, here you go. Size 8.5.
I need a 9.5, but you want to see me walk stank? Give me an 8.5. You really gonna have to give me a flow after that show, cause I'm hitting the flow soon as we come off stage, like I damn near did when we came off at the Sandria.
Mm,
You see, I had to walk off for a second.
listen. Smoke. No, not smoke. Smooth. You got a question in the chat.
Okay.
DJ Smooth, can you tell us about the national DJ competition you're currently in?
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So, one of my goals in 2021 was to put myself out there and start competing in some DJ competitions. They had this one that came up. I don't even know how I found out about it, but it was for college students, and I'm in school right now in Miami-Dade College for music production. And so I entered into the college competition, and I made it past the first round. I won decisively. I'm in the next round. They just closed it off right before Christmas. But the great thing about this competition is, um, if I win, um, I get to choose a charity of my choice to share my winnings with. And the charity that I'm choosing is the Circle of Brotherhood, because I
Hey.
really have been watching them from the sidelines and have seen how they have really made an impact. And I really was most impressed when we went through the summer of the George Floyd protests and the things that they were doing. And that's when I was like, yo, this is a for real group. And to be able to spin, do tricks, and I'm learning, in that too, learning new things to try to win. It feels good to like know that if I win, as I progress. So I'm in the sweet 16 right now, so there's only 16 left. But to know that if I win, when I win, because I'm definitely gonna compete all the way down to the last. I'm gonna be in the semis for sure. Um, but to know, like, yo, I have a charity that's gonna benefit as well. That really is giving me like a little extra, to really take it to the next level. So I'm really really proud of them, and I'm proud to be kind of representing them too, because I'm serious about my people. I'm serious about organizations that want to allow my people to rise to another level, like Ice Squad, like Circle of Brotherhood.
Yeah.
And so that's what that competition's about. It's definitely about skill, but if I win, I'm able to split my earnings and give the Circle of Brotherhood this another audience that they would have never people would have never known. And this is a national competition. So I'm in the eastern region, southern eastern region, but it's the entire United States of DJs and colleges that are competing. So that's what's up.
Nice, nice, nice. You have a follow-up question is how can they support you? Like what can we do to help you win or to help you advance?
Follow me on social media. You can follow me on Facebook, DJ Smoove the Rough, my artist page, or you can follow me on IG, Instagram. The number one DJ Smoove. So one DJ Smoove spelled with a V as in victory E. Smoove. That's how New Yorkers say it. But yeah, you can follow me there. And then from there, that's when I post because it is a fan based competition right now. So when it opens up, you look at my competitor's video and my 3 minute video, and you make the choice on who you want to vote for. And that'll
Okay,
all be on my social media.
okay, okay. Dope, dope, dope. So great segue. We all have several things in common, but one of them is our affiliation to Ice Squad. So, Smooth, how'd you get down with Ice Squad and how has that journey been like?
Um, Yo, I was asked by the CEO, Pop, to spin when they went to do prison ministry, prison functions. I did that like 2 times, and then he asked, he said, "Hey, do you want to be down with it?" I said, "Hey, man, you guys are standing for great things." That's how it went. So I was invited, was doing a few prison ministry offerings, was spinning behind the walls, and really enjoyed that. That really touched me deeply in my soul, and so it was from there. He asked me, and stories still being written as far as my
Mhm.
affiliation and coordination with ICE.
Mhm. Mhm. Now, to you, Smoke, how did you get down with Ice Squad and how has that journey been?
um, I got down with Ice Squad through the CEO of the company. Me and him are active members together of the Circle of Brotherhood, which is the organization that DJ Smooth speaks about. And I was just, doing motivational speaking and hyping our guys up and motivating them to go out and do the events. And when they come to the meeting, offer, words of encouragement. And so he stepped to me one day and he was like, I heard you DJ. And I was like, yeah. He was like, I'm gonna check you out one time. I said, all right, yeah. So I ain't think nothing of it. And he messed around and he was at an event that I was doing for the Circle of Brotherhood as a DJ. He was like, yeah, give me a call. I got an opportunity for you. And I was like, all right, cool. So I gave him a call and he brung me in. And from there, man, I've been climbing, man. I done went from DJ to hype man to artist. I'm about to add producer to my resume. So yeah,
Hey.
it's been an excellent, wonderful adventure, man. I've been learning left and right, you know, the do's and don'ts. I haven't been with a record label since I was with EKG my senior year of high school. So you know, I already knew how to handle the record label business and dealing with the pressures and stuff like that. So I kind of came in, and it's been wonderful for me. As the group may say, I'm the blind man that see it all. So, you know, that's what I've been doing. I've been seeing it all, feeling my way through, and doing what I do.
Literally, you are that.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely, man.
Shout out to Anthony Durden checking us out.
What's going on? That's one of our brothers from the circle, man. What's going on, Dirt? Shout out to
Hmm.
Dirt, man. He doing some big things. He put me in a few couple of big spots too. That's another brother, man, who I owe a lot of credit to because actually I think he was the one who told Pop that I was the DJ. He was
Mm.
the one who said, "Man, he's a DJ. He a damn good DJ too." So, shout out to Anthony Durton, man. I thank you for making that connection for me, bro. It's been nothing but the best.
Yeah, it's funny how word of mouth, because even how I met Pop was at the prison, where
Yeah,
some of the inmates and some of the men who would go to the prison to go and serve and minister were telling Pop about this guy Blaze who raps and speaks or whatever. So it's funny, man. Right timing, right space, right people.
yeah,
You know, like right connections. And even me and Smoove, I've known Smoove years
Yeah,
prior to all of this.
yeah.
So,
wow,
That was another iteration of my hip hop journey.
hmm yeah, man, it's all part of music, right? Like as we're
Absolutely.
teaching, right? That's
Yo, but
that
that's how
music.
I got into it. I was making my own, tracks to this workout, and it was just hip hop moves, and it just took off. I was just like, yo, this is like too easy. Then the rest of the world commercialized it and all that. But
Yeah.
it's like I said, man, hip hop is in the underbelly of everything that I've done.
Mm,
Professionally and successfully. It's always somewhere a major theme in what I've done. And that's how we met. That's how Williams, you and I met,
yeah.
was because I was just going through getting some professional training to go do what I do with this hip hop thing in the fitness world, and I met you. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And that's wild. I mean, we didn't run into each other for I don't
Long
know
time.
7, 8 years or something like that. And here we
Hmm.
are.
Full circle, because I was an artist first, long time ago. And then when I met you, I had stopped. I was like, oh, like I'm done with the music. Eh. And then when I came back, like, we meet again.
Yeah.
So full circle. We have another question in the chat. I don't know whoever wants to answer this. Any of you? Is there a circle of sisterhood?
Yo,
well,
that is
actually,
my
there,
wife
there,
right there, yo. So y'all better watch
actually,
out. Yo, watch how you
actually,
answer this, you know what I mean?
but actually, there is a circle of sisterhood. Um, the young lady who is in charge, her name is Valencia Gunder. Um, you can check her out on Facebook, Valencia Gunder. Don't ask me how to spell it because I'm not good at spelling people's names. And you'll be around here looking for Felicia messing with me. So her name is Valencia Gunder. I know how to spell her last name, Gunder. It got one of my favorite words in it. So Gunder, Gunder. And
What's your favorite word? Der?
uh, it got one of my favorite words in there.
I know. I know. I'm just messing with you.
One of my favorite words. But yeah.
Uh-huh. All right. So we're going to close this out. But before we do, being centered, being focused, having that foundation is important because life happens. It could be a pandemic, it could be unemployment, it could be death of a loved one, it could be so much. And we are under attack. Not to get too deep and too spiritual, but we're under attack. There's so many attacks, there are so many challenges and tests in this journey of life. So each of you speak on what keeps you grounded. What is your foundation based upon? What gets you through those hard times?
Mm.
For me, um, my faith and my faith and family. Um, depending on God, looking at things and looking at them through a spiritual lens as well as a physical lens. I definitely try to look at them both. Look at maybe what God is trying to do and maybe what's actually happening. Those sometimes are two different things. Sometimes they the same thing, and sometimes when you look at things like that. When I look at things like that, it allows me to learn a little bit deeper. So, like this pandemic, while it is a total shift in people's lives on every level,
Mhm.
but maybe we needed this shift. Maybe this is the only way that we can actually be comfortable with meeting like we meeting right now, virtually with three boxes on the screen and actually be tuned in and enjoying it. Maybe this was the only way we was gonna get to do this
Mm.
because the next level of interaction required us to be comfortable with this. So I look at things from a God standpoint, spiritual, as well as in my family, how my family was, affected as well. So that's how that for me is what works, is looking at the both ends of the spectrum.
Mhm. And Smoke Dog, how about you, man?
Well, what keeps me grounded is the fact that I have a bigger reason for why I'm doing it other than just myself. Um, I have a party entertainment company right now, called Father and Sons Entertainment, and it's me and my three sons, and my oldest son he DJs, and my other two sons they're more like the hype men, and then when it comes to doing some other type of work, like tables, chairs, bounce houses, and stuff like that, that's where they come in at. So I have a bigger reason for just doing it for myself. I do it for my children, and um, I want to be able to pass this along to my children, and they be able to carry it on, hopefully for many more generations to come.
Mm. Yes.
Oh, and
Yeah.
my Starburst keep me grounded too.
Sky. Tropical. Remember, it's tropical.
With the flamenco, with the flamenco suit, and hopefully you can wear Tims for my New York brother. Tims and shorts, you know what I'm saying? That's how we do.
Oh man, I want to say thank you, brother, so much for taking time out of your schedules. I know we all have so many things going on. We got families, we have careers, we have different talents that we're juggling, and this is never in vain, man. This right here is again a platform, not for me to show my face on camera every Tuesday, even though I don't mind showing my face on camera every Tuesday. But it's not about that. The purpose is to impact lives. The purpose is to give someone inspiration, to give someone direction, to give someone reminders to keep going, to not quit, to make time for their family, to stay grounded, to pursue their passions, to walk in their purpose. So I want to thank you, brothers, again for taking time to be part of that. In closing, how can the audience reach you? How can they get in contact with you? How can they book you? How can they check out future events? For this is live on YouTube, and the audio of this episode 54 tomorrow will be available on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and so on. And we are streaming in over 12 countries. So, a lot of people out there. How can they get in contact with you? How can they book you? All that good stuff.
All right, I'll go djsmoove.net. That's where my landing page, you will find me. You can go to all my social media, but djsmoove.net. So that's DJ SMOOV as in victory E.net. That's where my landing page. It looks really nice. Got some nice background music if you want it on there. Some stuff that I
It
produced.
does look really nice.
Yes, that's my landing page, and you contact me through however you want. Email, phone call. You'll find it all there. You can look at my resume, see what the craziest things that I've done, and the great things I've done, and you'll find it all right there.
Hmm. Simple enough. And for you, Mr. Smoke.
Well, you can find me on Facebook at DJ Smoke Dog if you want to keep up with my events and everything like that. IG is super celeb underscore smoke 305. Um,
For those that
that's where you
can't
can.
see the video, can you spell that for them?
Yeah, no problem. It's SUPACELEB underscore SMOKE 305.
Mhm. Super
Or you can
Sled
reach
Smoke.
me, or you can probably reach me directly on my business line 772-828-8919.
There you have it. And collectively, we are also part of another movement, Ice Squad. And you can check out Ice Squad at ICE Squad ENT, short for entertainment, icesquadent.com. And that gives you information about all of us, about all the members of Ice Squad. It has upcoming events and shows that we have going on. We're also on Instagram at Ice Squad ENT, the number one. And we have a second Instagram page at Ice Squad Rap, RAP. And check out the movement, man. We are not just a conscious group, but we are divinely connected with God's purpose, and we are walking in three core principles. We represent three core principles, and that's the ICE. I is for integrity, C is for
Uh-huh.
character, E is for excellence. So the work that we do, whether you see Smoove wearing an Ice Squad shirt or not, whether you see Smoke DJing at a church or in a club, it doesn't matter. Our life, what we represent is integrity, character, excellence. So
Yes.
this is a message to the kids, to our youth, that you don't have to change. You don't have to be someone who you're not. You don't have to follow the crowd and all the toxicity that you see out there. You can actually be yourself. There is a lane for you, all right, to display peace, to display integrity, to display love. So find you, all right, learn about yourself, find your purpose, your God given purpose, and walk in it. Damn it. Indeed, straight like that. Again, big hand clap. Before we go, quickly, any gems that y'all brothers feel the need to share? Anything else, the last words that you want to share to the audience?
I will just say that everyone, it takes a lot of work to be unique. So let's enjoy the journey since it's going to be work that we have to do anyway. So let's enjoy the journey. Let's enjoy the moments that we fail, the moments that we succeed. Let's enjoy the moment and not always be looking to the future, tomorrow. I got to get this next week, or like, let's enjoy the day. And I'm speaking to myself because I'm really focusing on this mindfulness thing right now. Let's enjoy the journey today.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Before smoke goes, quick reminder, if you're watching this on YouTube, like this video, like this episode 54, and subscribe to the Blaze the Line podcast. We do this every Tuesday night live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. So, Smoke Dog, any final words?
All I want to say is just keep working, be you, and everything else will fall in place.
Mm. Mm. There you have it. Be yourself. Guess what? Can't nobody be better. Can't nobody be a better you than
Then
you.
you.
Mm. So stop trying to be like everybody else. Be you. Let the world know who you are. There's power in that. Indeed, indeed. This here was episode 54 of the Blaze the Line podcast. You can watch the replays on YouTube. We have streaming available on most major audio platforms, streaming platforms. And we got 53 other episodes. So you can check out the replays on YouTube, on iSquad TV, on Facebook, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Breaker, Spotify, all that. Every month is a different theme. This entire month of January, we got nothing but DJs. So next week, we have another DJ. The week after that, we have another DJ. And the final Tuesday of January, we have an all-star, all-female DJ panel. So you don't want to miss that. That is going to be something special. Stay tuned for the other upcoming themes. Next month, we have power couples, we have book authors, athletes, and much more. So thank you all for being here on this journey. This was the Blaze the Line podcast. I feel like Smoove should do something to kind of, take us out.
Dude! Yo, why do you think I was ready for that? I wasn't ready for like a part 2, man.
Now I'm getting spoiled, you know.
I'm telling you.
It's not every week that I have DJs on here, especially iSquad DJs. So, you know. Take it. This was the Blaze the Line podcast. Peace and love.
Yo, I hope y'all having a good time, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Peace.
Peace and love, y'all.